And I can tell you, Conor Treacy's playing some brilliant ball this weekend. He really is. He's playing at a really high level. It's taken brilliant matches to beat him, whether in the qualifiers or in Pro Series 3. So this is a tough matchup for Chris Melling. Conor Treacy will have no doubt about it that he can go on and win this match and win this tournament. But it will be the magician with the first opportunity. Yeah, that's the first thing, isn't it? Is watch out. What's Chris's break going to be like? Well, if this is a sign of anything to go by, it's yeah.
Well, his last comment to me yesterday evening when I saw him, when he bounded back into the hotel with a bit of food, he said to me, "If I putt off the break, I'll clear up, or if I putt off the break, I'll win the frame." Simple as that. He said, "Trust me." I said, "I trust you." In his Yorkshire tone. The man from Keighley.
He spotted something on the red, so he's going to get the red cleaned. I'm going to chat with Conor about it. I don't think Conor really wants to have a conversation. He's probably thinking, get on and knock these easy pulls in. Yeah.
That's a forced smile if I ever saw one.
There you go. Exactly that.
Go away and leave me alone.
Now, cleaning of the balls is on the player's time, but a referee's discretion can ask for a few extra seconds or ask for the clock to be stopped, which he did to go and get the marker because he didn't have it on him. So that's why there was a little bit of a delay with the shot clock there. It is on the player's time. Quite rightly, in my opinion, as well.
Well, Chris will make the seconds back up if they.
Yeah, he's not worried. He's. Just needs to get back past the straight. Does have one shot to play. He's always had one shot to play in this whole chance, really. That one at the bottom is guarded, but there's room.
Yeah, might just slide behind the yellow here and down onto the bottom rail. Like so.
Yeah, very quick start for Chris Melling.
Well, if ever Conor Treacy wanted his break to be on tip-top form, it's this match. He's made a ball.
A little bit more work than Chris had, though. Red and yellow come together, top right-hand corner, but importantly made a ball.
Plenty of reaction and explosion from the break. Looking at the layout of the balls, obviously the red at the top right-hand side of the table is his problem. I'm just looking now where he's going to attack this. He's got a ball over that middle bag where he could go into it, but
got to get into it early, hasn't he? Got to get there, and he's not guaranteed to be on a ball when he plays the breakout.
Well, he's going to go now. See, the thing is with this is what you want to move the yellow out the way of the red rather than go into the red. If you go into the red, you could stuff it behind the yellow and still be stuck there. So it's one of them. So it's got to be pretty precise.
Don't miss the yellow, though.
Well, not the outcome that Conor Treacy wanted after that shot, and that's for sure.
So just decides to contain and pull back.
containing Chris Melling sometimes is easier said than done. Left a gap there. You wouldn't be surprised to see Chris. I was going to say try and kick it out, but he's played a very good safety. That's the thing we were saying the other day. I can't think it was on course with it's Arf and Dad, and we were saying that people don't really think Chris is any sort of tactical player, but his actual safety and his touch is fantastic.
Yeah, his vision for the game, his understanding of the game is incredible, second to none really, and that includes the safety side of it.
Playing loss of turn, that's a good shot. Well, forcing Conor Treacy to go up towards that. Red and yellow stuck together. This will be delicate. Not a bad shot there from Conor Treacy.
Yeah, that's very good.
Because he's now developed his red will pot.
He's unlucky if it's touching. Although Chris was about to get down and just knock the red in, but
until he looked where the reds were.
If you're going to do that, you've got to hide the white. Being touching ball, of course, with the yellow means he can just play a red. He just has to hit a cushion to fulfill a legal shot. That was excellent from Conor, really, isn't it? It's put pressure on Chris when you didn't think it was possible.
No.
That's an excellent pot. So you can play the yellow on the top cushion off the red or not. I think it's a little bit low, so he's playing into it.
I think he's looking at potting the yellow into the middle and potting the red in the same shot as the old skill shot and bump him out. That's my initial reaction, the way he just pointed his cue at it.
Hasn't really worked out for him though. As good a shot as it was, it's knocked the two yellows safe.
There's always going to be a little bit left to chance that when you're coming into that ball because of the connection with the cue ball and that yellow.
Oh, brilliant. That is brilliant.
That's a phenomenal pot and position, moving the ball out. Well, this is frightening. If you're Conor Treacy, you're thinking, oh my word, here we go.
Yeah.
Because he did play a very good shot himself. So no slight on Conor Treacy, but Melling is going through the gears. He's looking like a man that's going to be very, very tough to stop.
Yeah, it looks like he's up for it, doesn't it? I mean, the opening pot was special. And he yanks another ball. And it's another good chance. Not a great chance. Everything looks like it's okay and goes. It's just the first couple of shots could be awkward here.
My initial reaction is reds. More cleaning going on.
Yeah, he's not happy with his red.
If Chris isn't testing the durability of the cushions when he's rubbing them about, he's having the balls cleaned. Trying to make the match last a bit longer if he starts one of these things by wasting time with stuff being cleaned and having the rest do a bit of extra work. Didn't want that little nudge.
Red ball's in play.
Was he playing a nudge or was he playing the gap?
I think he was trying to bump it out, sort of
get thicker
them all
nudge.
apart. Yeah. Sort of glanced it rather than kicked into it.
Yeah, it's caused him an issue.
And what if that plank can still be made? You know, when they're offset and you hit the wrong side of it. I wonder if he's thinking he could hit this and maybe screw the cue ball into that, and it might just still dribble it in off the far jaw. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks a risky one. Even Chris Melling's going to pull back here, which is actually, I think, for the the tournament for the players left in it is a dangerous sign, because we've seen Chris get into that sort of attack at all cost mindset. We've seen him get into that mode where he's almost angry and wants to entertain and go crazy all the time, where actually he started here really focused and sharp and playing the right shots for the right occasions. There was a good safety in the good loss of turn in the previous frame that gave him the opportunity. I mean, it was an unbelievable finish on the back of it, but if he starts playing like that, then watch out. I mean, in my opinion, he came in this morning as the favourite for the tournament. Quite rightly, number 3 seed. Highest seed left in. Oh, have some of that.
That's a bit cheeky.
Wow. That's a shot. That's amazing. Conor Treacy. He's, well, pick this one out. That's all out, isn't it? That's brilliant.
I think when you going back to talking about Chris, there is the reason he's so focused and on it is because he had such a terrible first week this season. Events 1 and 2, he lost both first rounds. I remember Morgan McInnes beating him in the second event, and Brian Halcrow put him to the sword in the first one.
Brian played brilliantly, didn't he?
He did. And then to start this week, I think it was Andrew Patchett that put him away, and he said he couldn't get anything off the break. So it's really, he needs to have a big tournament. He needs to get at least final to sort of, to get up into where he should be. What a chance this is for Conor Treacy.
Yeah, he's got to turn that magical shot into a frame here. Not easy from here still. He's got the wrong angle on this yellow to top right. So just having to accept distance, trying to get the line right, which he has.
Couple of tough shots coming up though. And this is going to let us know what his state of mind is. Super shot. Really, really good shot. Just got to be careful when dragging this cue ball back, of pinching off that jaw a little bit.
Oh no, just showed too much of the jaw to it really. He played such a brilliant visit to that point, and that was the final shot really. I mean, okay, had to cue the 8 ball in, but massive disappointment for Conor. I feel that could be a pretty big shot in this match, I really do, because that would have been a statement finish from Conor Treacy if he clears up there and he's got the next break, and he's then saying to Chris, I'm here too, I can make these big clearances as well. That miss to the corner, and it's just going to free Chris up even more.
Little shake of the head there from Melling. Well.
What a shot he played there. That's incredible. Where's he going?
I don't know.
He's overhit that by a significant margin, so he's going to have to play the combination shot now. Oh no, that's
now
such
look
a
at his face
for Conor.
We went to look at Conor's face a second ago, and he sort of just looked nothing, nice and calm. That's his head down there. Yeah. It's like, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah, that's a... Yeah, just more painful than Chris just clearing up, doing it that way. It really hurts. Always the way, isn't it?
I just felt that was dry on contact.
Yeah. Didn't feel powerful. It looked okay. I mean, he's controlled it up the middle of the table. You have to say, I mean, it's unfortunate. He said that okay. Just didn't really explode on him.
Yellow balls in play.
He wants to go game, but I think his head's telling him to play a containing shot here, and his heart's saying, no, go and tap that one in the middle and go game. I think he's having a little bit of a dilemma now.
Yeah. And he is going to play the containing shot. He overhit his first original shot there. He was coming a lot further down the table than he wanted to.
Switching hands there to play that safety as well.
Extension forward.
Not a lot that Conor could do, really. Just try and make sure he hit a red and didn't foul. Same layout for Chris as he had previously. Will he be more tempted this time round? Not happy again, come too far down the table again. I'm wondering if that yellow that he's nearest to slides past the 8-ball. I wonder if that was in his thinking.
Yeah.
Because he sort of came down on that same line first time round and was upset he came too far.
He's wanted to get in a position where he wants to just bump the red and the yellow apart, but he's now resigned to the fact I think he's going to have to take a long yellow into that top corner. That's why he just had a little peer at, which would be this one. He's not come back far enough. Or far enough to make it a dead straight pot where you think it was easy. Now it's got to be made. I don't think he's got anything else. He's certainly not going to try to play any slow plant into the middle with those two yellows. He's been on nothing. He has to play this top left-hand corner. No. Didn't look in. Now Conor Treacy will be a bit more interested in these reds. We'll have another look. Just didn't cut it fine enough. Main problem is the red ball on the left hand side of the table. Will it pass the black into that corner? I don't think so.
You feel he needs to force his way onto the match here. And the only way to do that is to stand up and make a big clearance, and he has the opportunity at least. Now he's awkward for the one on the cushion, really hampered, which I'm sure is the one he wanted to play.
Well, I think we're at the point now where he's going to have to pot these two reds in that awkward one. He's going to have to get down onto the bottom rail and play it where Chris missed his previous yellow. I think that's the only option.
He wanted to make sure he got past the straight so he could get down to the other red, but maybe a couple of rolls further than he wanted. He might have actually left it as a natural, so he might be quite happy with this.
If he could play this now into the corner, the cue will hit the side rail and bumped into the yellow just beneath the red, it'd be plumb right onto the red into the middle.
That'd be the perfect line. Yeah, missed the pot for the cannon.
Yeah.
Actually, if he gets the pot, because he missed the pot thin, if he gets the pot, he gets the cannon.
Yeah. Does the yellow pass go onto the side rail and off the red where the black is? That's what Chris has just looked at. Obviously, if it does, it bumps the red out of the way, and it will open the pocket up for the black and open up the frame too. Just rechecking himself. Always wise to do that if he's not completely happy with where he was.
Yeah, very nice.
Only that perfect position onto the yellow ball at the bottom of the table. Once again, Melling is punishing Treacy after a rare miss from Melling earlier in the frame, but it's going to go 4-0 all the same.
Yeah, 4-0 to Chris Melling, but Conor's had, I mean, he hasn't had anything easy, he really hasn't, but he's got himself into great positions in 2 clearances and not been able to take either of them in. 7:30, excuse me. Another brilliant break from Chris. Red and yellow together at the top though might slow him down here.
Yeah, that's the only yellow that's in trouble. Well, it's the split.
Extension balls. Balls in play.
He's not happy with this red again. Oh, it's the cue ball this time. I thought he was pointing at the red. 3rd time in the match he's had the cue ball or the object ball cleaned.
When he's got his angle on this yellow, he's going to pop this into the top right. He wants to come off that left-hand side rail and into the yellow and red, or into the yellow mainly. Oh, he's missed a pot.
Oh my word, what a fluke.
Wow.
What a fluke that is for Chris. The rare miss pot doesn't hurt him.
Naughty, naughty that. We're having another look. The plan was to pot that and kick into the balls. Well, not only that, the miss yellow rattled in the jaws and did his dirty work for him as well before it went and knocked the other yellow into the middle. Well,
that's a good plant as well.
If you're Conor Treacy, you've got to be absolutely devastated. You know, remember the bad positional shot when he's played the combo shot and won that frame. He's now had a massive fluke after a poor miss by Chris's standards or anybody's standards. And now he's pulling out plants from nowhere. And
yeah, that was a naughty fluke, but a brilliant plant that followed.
Big long booming pot here. Wow, his cue ball's flirting with danger everywhere.
Teasing his opponent.
Ugh. That's a huge kick in the guts, that is, for Conor Treacy. To the main table, and Conor Treacy to break off, still to find a frame. He's found a couple of balls.
It's the best he's hit the break in the match. Not necessarily the best outcome, but He's made a ball and he's got a chance. It is actually a decent enough layout. He just needs one good breakout shot. Red's the choice. Those reds on the left have opened up, but he's not nicely on the next ball.
Nice pot there from Conor Treacy. Now taking on this red. Top left, can screw into the yellow.
Extension call.
Played that well.
Yeah, I like the choice as well because it means he's now can connect these together. Just has to stand up and cue a couple of good balls in. Oh, another one. That same corner pocket as well. That was the one where you feel this match really went for him when he missed that tough ball to the top left corner earlier on in the match. I think that was to get to 2-1 and have the break.
He was walking as well. I think he thought he potted it.
Yeah.
Because as he hit it, he walked it as if to walk around for the red into the centre.
When he hit it, I thought it was. It just stayed on that far jaw. And we've seen these tables play fairly generous, but they tend to slide in more off the near jaw rather than the far jaw. Chris is, I believe he's playing the loss of turn there, but he is also playing the cue ball, and he gets the cue ball right. He'd love to have got the red off the table at the same time, but primary objective there was to make sure he got the cue ball right.
No way did he hit that in time.
Yeah, that looked very tight. I think even Conor knows. Well, I say that. Neither referee or Conor looked too concerned by it, so
really
must have been okay.
Maybe is it just out of sync because we're in here and it by that split second and
yeah, possibly. It did. I mean, with you, it looked on camera there. It looked absolutely like it was. It's not going to change things because it didn't work out for him anyway. It was an excellent shot he tried to play, but
that's handed the frame now to Chris as well. Even if Chris should miss, Conor's red's in a poor position. But he's going to say that there's no way Chris is missing these. This will put Melling on the hill and nearly into the semi-finals. I'll say nearly, but you feel that it's going to be an impossible task for Conor Treacy. Well, he's already won one match to nil this tournament. It was Declan Brennan. Decky didn't really put a foot wrong. Melling was in incredible form for that one. He's been made a couple of little mistakes during this, and he's got away with a couple, to be fair.
Don't think he hit that break as well as he has a couple in this match. Just came across it a touch. He is trying to sort of park the cue ball in the middle of the table, just so it was only fractionally off. It still makes the ball.
Clever little shot there from Melling. Potting the red ball and deliberately knocking in the yellow that was over that corner to free up that pocket at the top for two of the reds. And this is looking like the end for Conor Treacy in this event. Lovely control.
Yeah, he's been brilliant, hasn't he? I know there's been a couple of slightly strange shots that he's dealt with, and one missed pot with a huge fluke, but he just looks sharp. He just has, always feel like he's got more armoury, isn't he? There's the ability to clear up from tough positions is always there with Chris Melling. And he's going to be booking himself into the semi-finals with this 8-ball. Another 7-0 victory for the Magician. Conor Treacy could not get anything going. He bows out at the quarter-final stage, but Chris Melling eyeing up another title.